All right, welcome to your second video on scientific notation. So here are the actual notes that you have. So I've already filled in this top part here, the what is scientific notation. Okay, and as you probably recall from yesterday, it's just a compact way of writing very small or very large numbers. And this method is used a lot by scientists and mathematicians. I know I personally used it a lot in college during science courses and some math courses. So it is has practical use. Okay, so let's look at writing, or let's review actually writing in scientific notation. So we're looking here at the distance from the Earth to Mars. It's approximately 284,000 miles, okay? So to write this in scientific notation, as you remember, our decimal is going to start on the very end here, and we want to move it over until the decimal is in a place where we get a number between 1 and 10. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be right here. If we can get 2.84, that will be between 1 and 10. So let's write 2.84 times 10. And then the exponent will be however many places we have to move the decimal over. So it looks like it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 2.84 times 10 to the 5th. And there is your the positive powers one. Let's look at the second example when we're writing this in scientific notation for a very, very small number. Okay, in the 2004 Indonesian earthquake slowed the rotation of the Earth, making the length of a day 0.0000268 seconds shorter. Okay, so we're writing this number in scientific notation. So again, we want to move the decimal to a place where we get a number between 1 and 10, and it looks like it's going to be right here between the 2 and the 6. So we're going to get 2.68. We're moving the decimal to the right here. This is a small number, so we know that our exponent is going to be negative, but let's see what the number is going to be. Starting here where the decimal is, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places. So we get 2.68 times 10 to the negative 6th. Okay, so here's some more practice for you guys to practice writing in scientific notation as well as standard form here. And just so you guys know, these odd numbers you should have already done in your formative from yesterday, and then your formative for today, you'll be doing the even numbers here, okay? So you can record them on your notes and then put them into the website for your formative. Okay, so let's take a look at adding and subtracting these numbers in scientific notation. Okay, and we talked about this acronym yesterday, the LARS. So this is where this comes in, okay? So we have step number 1 here, make sure exponents are the same. So when you're adding and subtracting, the exponents have to be the same. So you might have to change the exponents on one of your numbers so that it matches the other one, okay? And we're going to use this acronym LARS. Okay, and just a reminder, that means left add, right subtract. Okay, so if you're needing to add an exponent to match your other number, you need to move the decimal to the left. And if you want to make the exponent smaller, you want to subtract the exponent, you need to move the decimal to the right. Okay, so there's some practice there for you. Once the exponents are the same, you're going to just add and subtract the numbers and keep the common exponent. Okay, so we did some practice yesterday. This is just another review. So let's look at your multiplying and dividing. So this is probably a bit easier. All you need to do is multiply and divide the numbers out front first, and then you're going to be either using the product rule or the quotient rule to do the exponents, to change the exponents. Okay, so if you are like in this example here, if you're multiplying these two together, you have the same base, so you just need to add the exponents there. And then when you're dividing here, like in number 29, you're going to take the 1 on the top and subtract the 1 on the bottom from it. Okay, so this is where your exponent rules come in handy. Okay, And then step number 3, you're going to use Lars again to adjust the decimal and the exponent in the final answer if needed. This is so that you ensure your answer is in proper scientific notation. All right, so you should be able to finish all of these. So all of these example problems are on your formative. Okay, so if you do them on your notes first, you can just put them into the formative and see if you're right or not. Let me know if you have any questions.